Outback Truckers, it's make or break for Turbo. On this trip, he's pushing the pain barrier.
That hurt.
And his truck.
That's not good.
To the limit.
F***ing things. Jesus.
For heavy haulage expert Mark Cromwell.
In this game, anything can go wrong.
There's no margin for error.
Stop.
What was that noise? I just heard a sign then.
As he stakes his reputation on the biggest job of his career.
Hero or zero, that's how it works out.
And Outback veteran Dennis Dent is heading into storm country.
Up, mate.
While everyone else is heading out.
It's like your heart pump. It just rains and rains and rains.
Get stuck here and you're stuck for months.
Yeah, have a bite.
47-year-old Queenslander Turbo is his own boss.
I like to get in, get the job done, get going and do what I've got to do.
He drives his rig his way.
There's only two speeds with me, flat out or dead stop.
Look at that. Single birds hitting on a post. Idiot! I transport anything and everything. Oversized loads, machinery, trucks, planes, helicopters. I cover the whole field.
The long-haul specialist has clocked up more than 30 years behind the wheel.
I've spent too long building my reputation and my business to ever miss a deadline or to ever miss a delivery.
On this job, he's delivering mining machinery from his home in Brisbane to Darwin in the Northern Territory. At nearly 4,000 kilometres, it's like driving the length of the UK 4 times on isolated outback roads. And more than 55 hours of hard-pounding highway hell.
That hurt.
But for the last 2 months, a back injury has meant he's barely been able to manage a fraction of that.
Having to stop probably every 2-3 hours. I've got to get out and I've got to walk around for 10 minutes. Then I've got to keep having my medication, my painkillers and anti-inflammatories for it.
Turbo's still recovering from hospital treatment to deal with the problem. For 6 long weeks, he's been at home recuperating.
It has been a while since I've been out on a good trip now, since I've been in hospital.
And with his wheels not turning, money's getting tight.
Well, they were up on paying anyway.
Yeah, you weren't going to unload unless they paid.
The run to Darwin will bring in vital business, but it won't come cheap.
You know, at $4.5 grand in fuel to get up there, and then $4.5 grand to come home, so there's $9,000 in fuel in a round trip in a week.
Turbo's a one-man, one-truck firm. Making money means keeping moving. With 4,000 kilometres ahead, one piece of bad luck could mean disaster for Turbo and his business.
If we get a delay that's going to hold us up 12, 14 hours, mate, we're absolutely...
Just to get a dead straight line.
In South Australia, 42-year-old Mark Cromwell is about to take on the biggest job of his 10-year heavy haulage career. It's a colossal 7.5 metre wide, 25 metre long, 95-tonne electrical switch room. It's destined for a remote gas plant at the end of one of Australia's roughest roads, the Strzelecki track.
I did say I'd never take this truck or trailer on the Strzelecki track. I made that comment, and then this job came up.
Mark's travelling from Adelaide to Mumbai, 1,000 kilometres into the guts of the South Australian outback. His freight is wider than 2 military tanks and heavier than the space shuttle. This monster load comes with a monster price tag, $3 million. It's not your average trucking job.
Pies and iced coffees, mate. Sometimes you gotta do a bit of work.
With massive loads comes massive pressure. CEO Dean Cook knows what's at stake.
If we get it wrong, then we can potentially lose a client, we can potentially lose multiple clients.
The switch room's designed to be transported in 3 separate parts. But Mark's put his neck on the line, saying he can haul it as one massive building.
Hero or zero, that's how it works out. If you get there, you're a hero. If you don't, then everyone's pointing the finger at you and the old I told you so's come out. Stop, 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 stop!
The first challenge is loading it onto his truck.
Oh, we'll have a look at the back. Oh, beautiful. Like a glove.
The 95-ton structure is ready to be lowered onto his 96-wheel trailer. It's a nail-biting moment. The load must be perfectly centred. If Mark's got it wrong, there'll be a telltale sign.
The building makes a really big cracking noise.
And if he does hear a big crack...
Time to find a new job. You happy? Yep. The jacks are all down, the trailer's got the weight, so it's all sitting there nice and sweet.
Successfully loaded, it's time to lock it down.
I need you to hold this chain up, Mark.
Nothing should go wrong, but in this game, anything can go wrong.
In Australia's tropics, dirt roads can be dusty one day and a muddy bog the next. For most truckers, this punishing wilderness is your worst enemy.
It's sort of like the last frontier.
But for 67-year-old Dennis Dent, it's an old friend.
It's just like driving a motor car, really.
As the going gets tough, most truckers are getting out, while just one man and his rig are driving in.
It's always the same. It's always the last letter you own.
Dennis is taking crucial building supplies from Mareeba to the remote community of Lockhart River in Queensland's Cape York Peninsula. He'll then return home through the Cape, loaded with heavy machinery. After years of deliveries, clients have become close mates.
It's like a big family in the Cape to me. I love the people up there and I enjoy what I'm doing. I've been on up for nearly 42 years now. I guess I'm an old fella, so that's what they call me.
Experience earned Dennis his nickname and his reputation.
They say that if the old fella can't get through, just wasting your time having a go.
But you can't fight nature. The Cape has a 5-month tropical wet season.
Once that comes in, mate, you just get downpours for days. It just rains and rains and rains.
Each year, flash flooding closes the only road in and out of the area.
Another road, but it changes all the time. It changes every week.
Once the road floods, remote communities can be cut off for up to 5 months.
If it was a dry season, we don't have to worry too much. But it's not, it's a wet season, so it's like playing Russian roulette.
With rain due, the road could close any day now.
It's getting very close. So our customers wait until it starts raining and we panic and want to order stuff to get it in there. But we get that every year, so we're used to it.
To deliver his load, Dennis is putting his faithful Mercedes truck on the line.
You might have to leave your truck in there over the wet if you bog it that bad. It's got to stay there until after the wet season.
Together, they've been taking on extreme conditions for over 15 years.
We've got a really strong motor and they'll go places where other trucks won't go.
But if the weather changes, it could be stranded in the Cape.
Nobody likes to be leaving vehicles up in the middle of nowhere for months and months and months. There's not much left by the time we go back.
Left to the elements, it could mean the end of his truck altogether. In Brisbane, Turbo's on his first long-haul trip since hospital treatment.
Oh, me back. That hurts.
After weeks off the road, it's a vital run for his business. He's got more kilometres ahead of him in one night than he's driven in weeks, hauling 2 trailers of machinery to a client in Darwin.
It's gonna be a long night.
Standing in his way is the 664-metre-high Toowoomba Range.
As of now, we're actually on the bottom of the range.
Turbo's truck can pull up to 140 tonnes, but with just 34 on board, it's struggling.
We should be doing a lot better than this. That's now starting to become a little bit of a concern. It's dropped oil pressure. It's actually putting temperature right up over where I want it to be.
High temperature and low oil pressure could do serious damage to Turbo's engine.
End up bloody damaging camshafts, can end up, God knows what damage you're going to do inside.
On such a crucial job, that's damage he can't afford.
I have a breakdown going up here, mate. It'll shut half the range down, mate, and just get a bloody tow truck and pull it up. And I don't want to do that. You don't want to have a breakdown going up here.
It's 5 a.m. on the biggest day of Mark Cromwell's career. He's about to begin a marathon trek to deliver a 95-tonne switch room to a gas plant. Before he can leave, he must comply with strict police regulations.
If we miss the sunrise, then they won't let us leave. They'll cancel the permit.
If Mark can't leave by sunrise, he'll have to wait a month to get new permits. First, police must check the load.
Just build up air pressure,
Yep.
turn everything off.
We're just going through all the legals of it, where the police just have to measure everything to the permit, make sure what the permit says we are in terms of length, our axle spacings.
If Mark's measurements are out by even a centimetre, he won't be going anywhere. Every day he's late will cost his company $50,000 in damages.
We're going to be out the gate before sunrise.
With a month's wait for a new permit, a tiny mistake could cost $1.5 million. It's 3:40 a.m. in Queensland.
Be careful.
Oh,
Dennis Dent is leaving early to try and stay ahead of the weather. With the wet season due to break at any time, he must complete his 1,400-kilometre run before the rain arrives. But just a few hours into the journey, his truck alerts him to a battery problem.
the lights start flickering, that means it's not charging, you know?
It's a bad start to a long trip. The alternator is a crucial part of the truck's electrical system.
Supplies the power for the lights and the battery.
If Dennis can't fix it, it could end his trip.
Bloody batteries are dead flat, you won't be able to start.
He's hoping the fault is just mud on his alternator brushes, which help charge the truck's battery. He needs to quickly find a replacement. It's early days, but already the whole trip hangs on one tiny spare part.
Looks like I'll fix the problem.
With the truck back to full health, Dennis can push on. Soon, the road to Cape York is ahead. With the wet season due, it's one-way traffic, apart from Dennis.
Blowing them up, mate. It's always the same, always a lot. There you go.
If the rains arrive, Dennis risks getting stranded.
When the wet comes on these roads, it just deteriorates so quickly.
Information about what's ahead is priceless. Out of phone range, Dennis is relying on his fellow truckers.
Other truck drivers coming down tell you about the bad spots or what's happening.
And the news isn't good.
There's rain there yesterday, storm and a weeper there yesterday, but all right.
Getting a bit of rain up there, eh? What about down the track?
Halfway through a vital report, the radio's out of range. Dennis is heading into the unknown. Just 100 kilometres into his journey, Turbo's truck is struggling to make it up the Toowoomba Range.
We're over the halfway point now.
Darwin is still more than 3,000 kilometres away.
Let's just pick it up now.
It's a worrying start to his run. But as night falls, engine trouble isn't Turbo's only problem.
My back is already starting to twinge and ache on me now, which is not good. I'm going to have to deal with pain and agony of driving and the throbbing and the numbness going through the leg.
If he's to make his delivery in time, Turbo needs to push on. He's heading into one of the most remote sections of his run, a 300-kilometre stretch of near-empty Outback highway. Turbo's alone in the dead of night. It's not a place you want to break down. But up ahead, there's a worrying sight.
Let's drop something. Pull up, find out, if everyone's all right or what's going on, see if you can be assistance. There's no driver around.
The truck looks abandoned, 100 kilometres from the nearest town.
That's not bloody good at all. Apart from what I can see, he's bloody sheared an axle, 50-tonne of bloody machine. Could have come along, found him laying on his side somewhere. Might just go for a quick wander, see if he's up there, see if there's something we can do.
It's time Turbo can't spare, but out here, truckers rely on each other.
You break down and you are totally isolated. You don't have a mobile phone that you can pick up and go, I need help. Nothing like a nice walk in the middle of the night down the middle of nowhere. Who knows where the driver is, eh? He's just got to live somewhere, who knows?
There's nothing more Turbo can do. He needs to get back on the road.
Hope he's all right. Hope he is all right. He got somewhere, so hopefully he should have help coming out soon. All right. Well, might as well keep going myself.
Outside Adelaide, Mark Cromwell must leave his loading yard by sunrise or risk a $1.5 million delay.
We'll just check all the lights and then we'll be right. Okay.
Okay, did it.
Finally, Mark's got the all clear. His journey can begin. Carrying the biggest load of his career, he has 1,000 kilometres to go. But after just 200 metres, he meets his first challenge. A bridge that's 20 centimetres lower than Mark's multi-million-dollar freight.
All right, just get me close to the bridge and then I'll drop it, Silvio.
To get under it, Mark will have to lower his 96-wheel hydraulic trailer to just millimetres off the ground.
We're going to go up to there, then we're going to reset it.
In this game, just 1 millimetre can make all the difference between success and failure. Mark's measurements must be spot on.
You ready, Brad? Just give me a bit of a push.
In Queensland, Dennis Dent is driving into unknown road conditions. So far, he's made good progress, but ahead is a notoriously difficult stretch of dirt track and river crossings.
Keep it away from the rocks so the rocks don't slice the tyres. You've got to get the revs right, the gear right, got to time it to perfection.
Hit the steep drops too slowly and he'll get bogged going up the other side. Too fast and he risks serious damage to his truck.
You don't want to slam him down in the creek.
The final river crossing is the steepest.
Always worry about this crossing.
Dennis has been bogged here before.
I've been stuck on it for a long time. But, you know, many trips as you do in here, you always worry about it. Make your heart pump.
Finally through the worst, Dennis's first delivery is just ahead in Lockhart River. Thanks to him, contractor Steve Spencer can continue building work all year round.
Well, come the wet season, the roads are closed. We rely on them. It's what we need to get gear up here. We're batching concrete flat out, so without the powder, there's no building going on throughout the wet. We'll probably get an arvo storm and hopefully it doesn't mess the road up too much.
With a storm forecast for later, Dennis's work is far from over. For the return journey, he's picking up two 20-ton steamrollers. It's a simple job, or at least it should be.
It's dead.
Mark Cromwell is squeezing his $3 million load under a low bridge.
You just don't know what's going on 25 metres back.
I just need you on my right, Steve.
Yeah.
With less than 10 centimetres to spare, the tiniest error could end in disaster.
Are we clear, Brad?
Been out, clear.
Finally, Mark's out of the woods and straight into the trees.
No, we're just about to get to some really low trees. There's not a great deal of room, and if we damage it, we've got to pay and we've got to fix it.
The outside of the building is fitted with gas pipes, lights and motion sensors. A single branch could seriously damage any of them.
The whole time you're looking in the trees, looking for any heavy branches that you realise you can't just like skim over the roof.
But you got a hefty branch here on the right.
The right front branch is not looking too good. Hang on, mate, just hold it. Stop. And we've got a branch down.
Mark's taken a hit, but there's no damage.
I'll be glad to see the end of these trees, that's for sure. It's slowed us right up.
To make up lost time, Mark needs to push on. But just around the corner is the city of Adelaide. Population 1.2 million. And he's heading into rush hour. By now, Dennis Dent should have been on his way out of Cape York. Instead, he's struggling to start a 20-ton steamroller. He's out of phone range and running out of patience.
This happens all the time in the bush. They don't give a you know, they don't come out to help you load the
Things are going from bad to worse. He's been given the wrong key. With an afternoon storm on the way, Dennis needs to get moving. Time to go back to basics.
instruction manual.
Hopefully, a little mechanical nous will sort it.
All right. Now we got action.
Fully loaded, Dennis is hauling nearly 60 tonnes. When the rain comes, these roads can turn into muddy bogs. But the dry, dusty soil can be just as slippery. Hauling a heavy load up a series of steep hills is a recipe for getting dry bog.
Lose traction, wheel starts spinning, and that's the end of it.
But it's Dennis's only way out. Ahead is the steepest of the bunch. He's been stuck here before. To get up it, Dennis must get the power down. And fight the road for every metre. Hauling 60 tonnes of dead weight. It's a battle even Dennis can't win. He's alone in the outback. Help could be a long way away. After weeks with no income due to an injured back, Turbo's going hard to meet a critical deadline.
I have never ever missed a delivery, ever. And I'm not about to start to.
He's racing to complete a job for a new client, deliver on time, and he could score regular work to help get his business back on track. But it's just not Turbo's day.
Who the hell puts traffic lights in the middle of football?
Roadworks, the thing Turbo loves to hate.
After being so far behind last night, now I'm going to get held up here. Is it my turn yet? Thank you. Classic work. They all stand around and just talk. Not actually working, they're just standing there talking. Honestly, I reckon they got their brains out of the cornflake box. Stop, start, stop, start. And stop. Again. Come on. This is delays that I don't want. Oh, hallelujah. 4 lots of roadworks in a matter of bloody 10 kilometres. That's usually when I get a little bit peeved off. Delay after delay.
After an hour and a half of crawling between stop signs,
I'm that far behind time, it's not funny now.
Every delay puts Turbo further behind his vital deadline.
Where's the end of all this bloody roadworks?
Mark Cromwell is headed for the city of Adelaide. Straight into the morning rush hour.
You guys got the traffic behind you there. They're going to be majorly pissed by the time we get to the bottom.
The massive load has brought one of the city's busiest roads to a snail's pace. Behind him, drivers are losing their cool.
They're like a rabbit in the spotlight.
But Mark must stay focused. He's about to attempt the tightest corner of his whole journey. Getting round safely will mean swinging 35 metres of switch room onto the wrong side of the road.
Here we're just trying to get as far to the left as possible so that I can allow for the tail swing so that the building doesn't clip this sign.
Mark's driving blind.
How am I like on the right for the tail swing?
Mate, you're doing well at the moment. Looking good.
It's pilot Silvio's job to warn him if he's going to hit.
You've got guardrails on the left-hand side?
Right, you're about half a foot.
But what Mark and the team don't know is that Dean Cook, their boss, is watching on.
This is the real tricky bit where it gets a bit tight.
All eyes are on the sign on Mark's right.
What was that noise?
Out a bit.
But the pilots have missed one on the other side.
Get on the left and watch my left.
Yeah, I'm watching the left on the mirror. It's clipped the sign there with the steel pipes.
So you can see it all.
Yeah, I can't see the last sign, mate.
Silvio, pull up there and hop out the van, mate.
While Silvio races to get a better view, the undercover boss lends a hand.
That motorcycle's going to help you out here. He's directing the truck round the corner.
Turning away from the sign.
They've made it through, thanks to help from the biker. Finally, Mark gets a good look at the mysterious stranger.
I know it is now. That was our company director. He's just come out with his girlfriend on the motorbike. So he's come and witnessed the only sign we hit. Just gave him a little brush.
Dennis Dent is dry bogged on a steep hill in the midst of the Queensland bush.
I didn't think I'd get over here, eh?
He needs to get out fast.
What a day.
Before any rain can turn dust to mud. He's in luck. 2 empty mining trucks have arrived. If they can get ahead of Dennis, they should be able to tow him out.
Steep little hill that's passed.
The hills claimed another victim. And now, the road's completely blocked.
And this is steep here and it's loose.
Daylight's fading fast and rain's due. The stranded trucks must get out before dark. A passing 4-wheel drive volunteers to help. It's up to a 2.5-ton car to haul a 30-ton road train free. It's a long shot.
Righto, go. Go.
But their only chance.
No, mate. Go up and take the slack up on the train.
The empty mine truck has made it. But with 60 tons on board, pulling Dennis out will be a heavyweight battle. Mark Cromwell has made it through the city of Adelaide. His next mission is to find a safe place to stop for the night.
That pub's looking pretty good. If only that Hyundai wasn't there, I think we'd just about fit.
By law, his massive load is too big to be driven after dark, and sunset is just 15 minutes away.
Just for everyone's safety, we need to make sure we get off the road.
The designated parking area is on the other side of a railway crossing, 13 kilometres away.
13 Ks. Only got 15 minutes. Pressure's on.
Railway crossings are notoriously dangerous.
Well, we're not allowed to cross this rail until we get clearance from train control. Just let them know that we're going to cross their line, just to make sure there's no big freight trains coming along.
If he doesn't get the call by 5 p.m, Mark will have no choice but to park here, blocking one of the main highways out of Adelaide.
They answered.
No, it's just ringing through, mate. That happens occasionally.
Only occasionally.
It's a nervous wait for Mark.
Some days, you know, the bloke that's sitting there's gone to the toilet, or he's chatting to his mate and he's not there.
Until finally.
Right, the train coming in 10 minutes.
Well, that's cutting it a bit fine.
We can go now.
Beauty.
It's close, but there's still time. Mark checks for himself that the coast is clear.
You don't trust. Never trust someone on a phone.
Safely on the other side, the parking bay is just ahead. It's the end of a huge day for Mark and his team. But their journey is just getting started. Tomorrow, they face one of the hottest, meanest stretches of dirt in Australia, the Strzelecki track. Turbo still has 3,000 kilometres to go on his vital cross-country run. He must be in Darwin in 4 days. To make it in time, he needs to pull out all the stops. But from nowhere,
Something's not right. Something's not right at all.
Turbo's engine trouble is back.
Engine temperature's actually running up pretty high. The oil pressure's actually dropped down below 300.
It's the same problem he's had before, but a whole lot worse.
If it completely drops oil pressure, it's game over. Yeah, I'm bloody worried because it drops oil pressure, means there's no oil actually injecting and lubricate the pistons, which then will actually seize the engine. So there's about $45,000 to get a new engine done.
Turbo's already under massive financial pressure. A blown engine could break his business.
Have to get up here and pull up and have a look at it. That's not good. Oil coming out of the filter.
The engine's losing oil. This won't be an easy fix.
You've got to drain all the oil out of it, you've got to pull the sump off it, you've got to clean it all. And that's not a 5-minute job.
Turbo can't make repairs here. He'll have to risk driving to the next town, a day and a half away.
1,700 kilometres and there's nothing. There is nothing at all.
If the problem gets any worse, it could cost Turbo big time.
If I've got to make a phone call and get someone to come out, no profit. No profit at all.
He still has 4 more days of hard trucking to go, with a precious job on the line. After weeks of frustration, waiting to get back in the cab, it's the last straw.
Things! Jesus. I don't need these right now. Things are sent to try me.
Dennis Dent is still trying to rescue his truck from a dry bog. 2 mine trucks are now lined up in front of him. It's down to them to pull Dennis out. All hope rests on a single chain.
Just don't stand too close, because if this chain snaps, it'll cut your head off.
The high-tension line has to pull 60 tonnes.
Steady. A little bit more trouble.
But it's just too much.
I broke the chain, mate.
It's a disaster. The rain is imminent. Dennis needs to give the chain one more try, or risk his truck getting stranded here for months.
Here you go.
Together, the 3 truckers have made it. Finally, Dennis is heading home.
Enjoy your trip back, mate.
It'll be better when we get the out of here.
He's risked the weather, battled the mud and the dust in some of the toughest wilderness in Australia. But out here is where Outback legends are made. In southern Queensland, owner-operator Turbo is racing a tough deadline and the setting sun.
Someone tell this bastard to turn his high beam off? I can't bloody see where the hell the road is, eh? Ah, I can see again. I can see. I told you, man, I go looping, didn't I?
The 47-year-old long-haul specialist is midway through a 4-day journey, hauling 34 tonnes of building equipment from his home in Brisbane to Darwin, one of the world's most remote cities. At 3,500 kilometres, it's a massive trek, like travelling from London to Cairo. But after just a day on the road,
come on,
Turbo's battling to keep the job on track.
It's become an absolute race against time.
And time's not his only problem. After 1.3 million kilometres of hard trucking, Turbo's engine is in urgent need of repair.
I've dropped 6 full gears coming up here. That's not normal.
A replacement will cost him $45,000.
Oil coming out of the filter.
It's cash he doesn't have.
Things! I don't need these right now.
But Turbo's truck isn't the only thing playing up. Over the last few weeks, he's been laid up with a back problem.
It is tender today, yes.
This trip is his first long run back in the cab.
All that bouncing around last night didn't really help at all. That hurt.
After weeks off work, his business badly needs the cash from this job. He must make it to Darwin in one piece and on time. 2,500 kilometres from his destination.
I'm bloody off balance today. I don't know why.
Turbo's ready to hit the road. What he needs is a good run into Darwin.
What's going on?
But his truck has other plans.
It's not good. We've got a little problem. She's completely blowing the bloody fuse in the circuit, so I've got to get into the fuse box.
Fixing an electrical problem means yet more delays.
Why has this happened to me? Just when I thought the day was going to be a good day.
He's already behind schedule.
Not this today.
Taking his cab to pieces is the last thing Turbo needs. The Pilbara, Western Australia. In this arid wilderness, big trucks are big business. In a man's world, the truckers don't come tougher than Heather Jones.
It's quite rare for women in Australia to do the work that I do. Specifically this kind of heavy haulage work. There's probably only 4 or 5 of us that do this.
Heather's about to begin a crucial job, moving sections of Australia's largest mobile crane. At up to 600 tonnes and 200 metres high, it's a colossal jigsaw puzzle. Heather's journey will take her from Karratha to a port in Onslow. She must complete the trip twice in just 2 days. It's a 1,200 kilometre run through some of Australia's hottest, most isolated highways. In such a harsh environment, preparation can be a matter of life and death.
You do need to prepare yourself and you need to change your entire attitude.
Surviving out here can be tough.
You've got the heat, the dirt, the dust and the flies that you've got to contend with.
But it was hard times that first inspired Heather to get behind the wheel.
I've had a few challenges in life, and the first one was finding myself as a single mum. My marriage broke down and I had 2 little girls that I had to support. At that time I couldn't afford childcare, so a friend of mine gave me a job to drive his truck. So driving a truck gave me the opportunity to take the children with me in the truck on the road and homeschool them as well for the first 7 years. That was a bit of a challenge. Come on inside. I'll see you when I get home. Be a good girl. See ya.
In Karratha, the first and heaviest components of the giant crane are being loaded onto Heather's triple road train. The crane is precious freight. It's the only one of its kind in the country, worth more than $11 million.
The goal for this particular task is to obviously get everything down there safely in one piece, and it's a very, very expensive bit of equipment.
The responsibility of securing 6 massive counterweights falls squarely on Heather's shoulders.
Well, this weighs 12.5 tonne. You can imagine what would happen if it came off at 100 kilometres an hour or 90 kilometres an hour.
Fully loaded, Heather will be behind the wheel of a huge 100 tonnes. If she were towing that weight in cars, her road train would be a massive 300 metres long. But the biggest weight on Heather's mind is out of her control.
The biggest challenge for this job over the few days is the weather.
On these roads, it's survival of the fittest.
Yesterday it was 44 degrees.
Heather will put her strength to the test even before she rolls out.
Physically it's quite demanding. You've got to have a little bit of upper body strength, otherwise when you're throwing chains and tying loads down you can't get them tight enough.
I don't need to do my half-an-hour aerobics before I come to work, believe me.
With the load secure, Heather's ready to take on the baking highway. The heat is on. If just one piece of the crane gets damaged or doesn't make it in time, she could hold up a job worth millions of dollars. On the edge of the South Australian outback, 42-year-old Mark Cromwell is midway through the biggest job of his 10-year career. It's Mark's mission to deliver an entire electrical switch room deep into the boiling heart of a desert.
If you get there, you're a hero. If you don't, then everyone's pointing the finger at you and the old "I told you so's" come out. Hero or zero, that's how it works out.
Mark's heading from Adelaide to a gas field near the remote town of Moomba, deep in the South Australian outback. At 1,000 kilometres, it's like hauling a house from London to Milan. But this isn't any ordinary building. Worth $3 million, the load is packed with fragile electronic equipment.
Originally, the client's design was 3 building sections, so there was like an office, a light switch room and a heavy switch room.
Ordinarily, the 3 sections would have been delivered on 3 separate trucks. But Mark staked his reputation on getting the job done in one trip.
Get it there in one piece as one unit, so that saves the client the drama of trying to assemble it.
Heavier than the space shuttle and longer than a basketball court, it's a massive logistical nightmare.
You got a big egg on your face if you get halfway and you're stuck there. And then you go, oh, sorry, I couldn't get it there.
So far, Mark's made it through the heart of Adelaide, South Australia's biggest city, squeezing the vast load through tight streets and under low bridges. But standing between him and Moomba is an even tougher challenge.
We're about to embark on the beautiful Strzelecki track, which well reports is in pretty bad shape.
The Strzelecki track, or Strez, is 370 kilometres of dirt, dust and bone-shaking corrugations. Out here, temperatures can reach a blistering 50 degrees Celsius. To protect the freight, it's slow going from here.
We're now in the dirt and this is pretty much our top speed for the next 376 kilometres.
With 95 tonnes of hardware to haul, the job's too big for Mark alone. Helping to push the load is a second truck, driven by Brad.
I reckon I'll have about 2 metres of vision in front of me and that's about it. That's all I'll be seeing for the next 4 or 5 days.
The final member of the team is mechanic and spotter, Silvio.
A couple of sharp rocks on the road and I'll just pull them out so I don't jam between the 2 tyres.
The team's under massive pressure. The switch room must be in Moomba in just 3 days' time.
Just got to go so slow because it's just a horrible road.
Every day it's late will cost Mark's company $50,000 in penalties.
The whole building will just be shake, rattling and rolling back there.
Push too hard, and a single mistake could cost millions and Mark's career.
Not this today.
In Queensland, Turbo's struggling to get power to his cab.
Come on.
He has 2,500 kilometres to cover in 3 days. This is time he doesn't have.
That many bloody fuses, it's not funny.
Luckily, it's just a blown fuse. A $2 replacement should do the job. Only problem, finding one.
The amount of bloody crap I carry in here, right?
With no replacement to hand, the fix is textbook Turbo.
One hot wire.
Stripping down a piece of wire.
We have power.
Turbo needs to make up lost time. But as darkness falls, something in his wing mirror catches his attention.
Have a look in the mirror.
There's sparks flying from the back of the truck.
Whatever it is, it ain't good.
Turbo needs to pull over as fast as possible. Where there's sparks, there could be fire. At the rear of Turbo's 40-metre road train lies the culprit.
Chains.
A chain that's supposed to be holding a 28-tonne excavator.
It's completely come undone.
If he hadn't caught the problem in time, the load could have become dangerously unstable.
Just goes to show how rough these roads are. That train was super bloody tight, but now here it is. Sending sparks everywhere. It's one of them things you don't bloody see until after it happens.
Next morning, Turbo's on the road early. He wants to check in with wife Jo in Brisbane.
There. No, well that's... I've got an overheat engine shutdown.
Turbo's engine troubles are back. He's 200 kilometres from the nearest town, in the midst of the outback.
All I'm gonna bloody need.
It's a dangerous place to have a problem. On the northwest coastal highway, Heather Jones is hauling her road train through blistering heat.
We've measured it over 52 degrees.
After 20 years driving the big rigs, she knows the road hazards all too well.
Cattle, sheep, kangaroos. You can hit a cow and it's all over.
So far, the journey's been trouble-free. But after a stop to check the load, suddenly there's an alarming call on the two-way.
Rocks in the middle of the road.
Just heard on the radio that there's some rocks on the road near the roundabout, so I don't know whether it's the road we're on. Be a bit careful.
It's not much to go on. Heather hopes truckers ahead may know more. It's the call no trucker wants to hear. Up ahead, a truck has rolled. But Heather doesn't know exactly where. With no idea what could be around the next bend, she's heading into trouble. In South Australia, Mark Cromwell is crawling through a vast expanse of desert on the Strzelecki track. Despite the barren landscape, there's plenty to keep the team busy.
Yeah, there's around about 30 cattle grids between Lyndhurst and Moomba. Or Silvio's, I think he's going to have a gut full of them by the time we get there.
The responsibility for getting Mark's 7.5 metre wide load through the cattle grids falls to mechanic Silvio.
All right, let's go and measure it.
In 40-degree heat, he must check the width of every one of them. With wiring, plumbing and gas pipes outside the building, any obstacles could cause serious damage to the switch room.
7.5.
The grid's the same width as Mark's load. These road signs will have to make way.
Bit on the left.
See you in a bit, Silvio.
Silvio wants to get ahead quickly and check the next grid. But he must be careful. Heat stroke is a constant threat.
Just remember, mate, just walk, no running around.
Ideal.
The next grid is just 10 centimetres wider than the switch room. There's no margin for error.
What I might do is I just go forward and I just guide you by hand, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Line on the left. Line on the right.
Oh, Jesus, not much in.
Just keep that line, you're good. Keep coming, mate, keep coming.
Yeah, how many mil have I got either side?
Hang on, hold it there.
Heather Jones is driving straight into the path of a serious truck accident.
Whereabouts? It's overtake, mate. It's rollover.
News of a rollover is something all truckers dread.
It always makes you very concerned when we hear that there's been an accident. Everyone you know will ring to make sure that you're okay if they know that you're on that highway. When something like this happens, we could be held up for many hours. Oh, here's the accident now. It's happened recently. There's no emergency services here, or there's no crane, or there's no one here to pick it up. There's a trailer that's rolled on this triple in front of us on our side of the lane. Rocks are all over the road on the right. It's destroyed the road, but enough room for us to get by.
Despite the carnage, no one's hurt, but it could have been a very different story.
The size of those rocks, obviously there would have been a fatality if the rocks had hit someone. Straight away, your concern is for your fellow truck drivers, and your heart goes out to those boys as well.
Finally, Heather rolls into Onslow. But her work is far from done. In 40-degree heat, she must disconnect her trailers and haul each one to the drop-off point. But there's a problem.
I'm not getting any joy.
The release mechanism connecting the trailer to the truck is jammed.
Previous job it was on a mine. They spray salt water on the road, so that might have made all the working mechanism a little bit tighter.
Heather hopes reversing will loosen the connection.
See if we can full release now.
But it's still not budging. Without Heather's freight, the $11 million crane can't be assembled. If she can't fix the problem, the whole operation and her reputation will be at risk. In the South Australian outback, a cattle grid has brought Mark Cromwell to a sudden halt. Mechanic Silvio needs to force 2 road signs out of the way. The last thing Mark wants is to arrive with damaged freight.
Are you coming forward? Go that way.
With just centimetres to spare, Mark tries again.
Okay, straighten up. Hold it there. Okay, mate, just slowly go forward.
He's through, but perfectionist Mark isn't happy.
Did we touch that, Silvio?
What's happened is it's 7.6 wide, but you had to go on an angle.
Yeah, but if we've got spotters, how are we touching anything?
So mate, doing all the work, mate.
From now on, Silvio must dismantle every road sign.
There's no point putting all this hard work in and then damage the building.
1,000 kilometres out of Darwin, Turbo's got big problems with an overheating engine.
The parking bay just up here.
It's covered a whopping 1.3 million kilometres, like driving around the Earth 30 times.
I don't know. So I bloody open that bonnet and I have a look at it.
If the trouble is serious, Turbo's trip could be over right here. Under the hood, there's no sign of a problem. Turbo thinks an air pocket in the truck's cooling system might be the culprit.
The header tank's full of water. What I'm actually starting to think is maybe I've got an airlock in there somewhere.
He hopes that opening a release valve on the red-hot engine will clear the blockage.
Jesus Christ, that's hot! Oh.
Scalding water has hit Turbo in the eye.
Can you imagine getting your kettle and sticking your hand in it and just flicking it over your face? That's what it's like. Right on the corner of the actual eyeball itself.
If getting burnt wasn't enough, the engine problem is still a mystery.
I don't know why it overheated. I've got no water leaks, I've got plenty of coolant. I have no idea.
But with every minute lost, Turbo's falling further behind time. If he's to make Darwin on schedule, he must get back on the road. One more problem, and it could be game over for his engine and his business. On the Strzelecki track, Mark Cromwell has run into a new challenge. a section of steep dips and rises. To get up and over them, he'll need help from second driver Brad.
Let me know how you go at the back.
Yep.
He must watch the load closely. In a dip, Mark's trailer could bottom out, hitting the road beneath and stopping the truck in its tracks.
Yeah, bottoming out's bad. No matter how much horsepower you got, if you bottom out, you're not going anywhere.
As soon as he bottoms out, he's just trying to drag. So that's why I've got to push him out.
Ahead is a steep drop. Mark must inch his way through it.
Wait at the back.
Stop, Mark.
We're scraping already, are we?
It's bottoming out, mate.
The trailer has dug into the dirt. If Mark tries to drag it out, he risks burying the drawbar even deeper. It's up to Brad to push the whole convoy up the hill. If he loses traction, they'll be stranded. While the convoy's out, Silvio spotted something else.
When you get over the top here on the flat, we'll have to pull up anyway.
It's got a steering problem. The tie rod's come off. We have to put it back on.
Ah, she's breaking the guts out of it.
A steering rod has sheared away under the massive strain of the load.
Oh, bearings come out. That wheel's just been basically in limbo, which can do whatever it wants. You can damage something real bad in very little time.
It's down to Silvio to repair the broken rod. After a tough day on the stress, it's yet another delay. Heather Jones is battling in blistering heat to release her jammed trailer. If she can't unload her freight, the entire multi-million-dollar crane assembly will be in jeopardy. She hopes a fellow trucker can provide her with an extra pair of hands. Heather will rock the truck back and forth.
Watch your feet.
While the trucker pulls hard on the handle. Nothing seems to be working. Heather's fast running out of options.
So what I'm going to do now is try and ratchet it out. I get another ratchet the strap and put it in the centre and pull it out.
Finally, Heather's able to offload the crane counterweights.
That was a pretty hard day today.
But it's just the halfway point. Tomorrow, she'll have to deal with an even bigger load. After problems with an overheating engine, Turbo's pushing hard into the night. It's a dangerous time to be on the road.
Watch these roos here, mate.
Out here, night time is feeding time, especially for kangaroos.
They are a menace. They do a lot of damage. That's why we do run big, solid bull bars.
At up to 90 kilos, an adult roo can punch a serious hole in even the toughest truck. Turbo must stay focused on the road ahead. There's no knowing where or when trouble will strike.
Roos. Straight under the trailer. Done some damage, I can tell you that now.
I'm lucky. Broken mud flap. $30 to fix.
But the Rough's done more damage than just the mud flap.
Rip the slack adjuster out. Can pull the brakes apart. Oh! That's how much damage these Roughs do, eh? Oh, that brake is not going to work now.
Turbo's lost one of his brakes. Replacement parts are 400 kilometres away.
All I can do is just laugh. That's all I can do. Because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry.
Turbo's concern now is if the damaged booster breaks off altogether.
If that brake booster actually completely breaks off all the way and starts dragging on the ground, I'm going to have a sudden loss of air, which is then going to lock up the trailer and the truck because I've got no air to keep the brakes released.
He must nurse his wounded truck into Darwin. What he doesn't need now is to slam on his brakes in a hurry.
Oh, come on!
After repairing a broken steering rod, Mark Cromwell is back on the road.
She's a bit rough here now.
Once again, it's painfully slow going. Sharp rocks litter the surface of the track.
Got the potential to puncture the tyres.
The trucks take a beating. Every few kilometres, the convoy must stop and clear the trailer's wheels. All 96 of them.
That was wedged in there that hard. We need like a just a spanner or something just to lever them out.
If they miss just one, it could lead to a dangerous blowout.
How you going, Brad? Is it winning or?
No.
In the scorching heat, it's an exhausting grind.
But this wasn't in the brochure, I know that much.
After spending all morning on the dirt, it's a relief to reach a rare section of bitumen. Mark wants to pull up and check the load, but as he does...
Sylvia, I think we've got a brake dragging.
A brake is jammed. It's overheating. One of the biggest dangers a heavy haulage team can face. Just 6 months ago, a friend of Mark's filmed his own truck going up in flames because of the same problem.
He had $1 million, 150-ton crane on the back of a float. It just caught on fire, and it doesn't matter how many fire extinguishers you put into it, it won't put it out once it's going. The tyres catch on fire, and then the crane, the trailer, everything burnt to the ground.
It's a critical situation. Silvio must find the fault quickly or run the risk of the whole truck catching fire. In Karratha, Heather Jones is securing another load of crane components.
Today we're taking the superstructure, which is the top part of the crane.
With so much weight on board, she's concerned how the tyres on her oversized trailer will cope with the blistering heat.
See how small the tyres are? There's not enough airflow that goes past the tyres heat up.
With millions of dollars at stake, it's pilot Andre's job to guide Heather safely to her destination.
Car's coming at you going 110, you need to give as much warning as possible.
Being a pilot comes with huge responsibility, but Andre's got another reason to be on top of his game.
Heather's my mother-in-law. Yeah, she's probably one of the best you can have. She's great, and I'm not just saying that. She's actually the one that got me into doing this in the first place, so she can't be too hard on me.
He's a really good son-in-law. He does exactly what he's told. Now everything's all smooth sailing, the truck's great, the load's great. It's actually a pleasure to hop in this truck now and get this load down the highway. It's really, really lovely.
Heather's load is so large, it must be delivered before nightfall. But immediately, she hits a barrage of traffic, keeping Andre busy.
We're northbound, we've got one at 3.7 at the wheels, mate, and she's heavy.
With big rigs jamming up the highway, Heather's got no room to spare.
Keep going, I'll back it up, keep going.
Southbound, hold your line, mate. When you get to us, I'll run side for you.
The temperature's into the 40s. Heather wants to check her tyres.
These tyres are really hot though. Burn your hand to touch. And once we head off, we'll have to go a bit slower.
Slowing down will protect her tyres, but she'll be cutting it fine to get to her destination before dark. Then suddenly...
Heather, we got a casualty there.
Oh no, we've blown the blooming tyre.
Tyres ready to come off, sit on the rim.
There's nowhere safe for the massive truck to pull over. Heather must keep driving and hope the tyre doesn't start to disintegrate. If it does, she risks hot rubber and metal causing a multiple blowout. A herd of wandering cattle is putting Turbo's damaged brakes to a severe test.
Oh, come on! Cattle! After locking the thing to a dead stop.
The truck survived the near miss. After a colossal 3,500 kilometres, the end is in sight.
Almost there. 80 clicks south of Darwin.
Turbo can check in with his client and bring the load home.
Yeah, just let him know Turbo, P&J Transport, the excavators. You probably see me coming around the corner now.
Yeah, I do.
After a 4-day battle with his truck, his back, and the Outback, Turbo's made it to the finish, and he has a happy client.
All right, mate, I start setting this, getting it ready. The customer is the one who puts the bread and butter on your table every night. My customers will always come first.
For this one-man trucking empire,
I don't want to climb up there, not with my back.
it's a painful step towards global domination.
I want to become one of the biggest companies in the country. I'd like to be a global player. And I would like to be able to supply a transport service through road, air and sea.
Heather Jones has an emergency on her hands. She urgently needs to find a safe place to stop
Andre, what's it like up there? Is it clear?
before a blown tyre can do damage to her truck.
I knew it. Now I gotta change it.
Now Heather has another challenge. Replacing the tyre in scorching heat.
It was 44 when we pulled up, so we got flies and it's pretty hot, so burn your knees and everything. Tyre's hot, the rim's hot, tools are hot. It's definitely blown because of the heat. Have a look at the tyre, it's still got heaps of tread on it, so it's definitely the heat. They're pretty tight, they're locked on.
Changing the wheel puts her at serious risk of holding up the crane assembly.
That lift with the two cranes will have to be put back till tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get there before nightfall, otherwise we're not allowed on the road.
She must get the job done quickly.
That's it, done, ready to go. That's hot. Rightio, when it's clear, Andre, thank you.
There's little over 2 hours of daylight left.
We've got about 90 k's to go.
Now, Heather faces a huge dilemma.
It really is challenging because if you've got a deadline, do you put your foot down and risk blowing another tyre and then you lose an hour? Or do you just stay steady so you just scrape in when the sun goes down?
With millions of dollars at stake, the whole job's hanging in the balance. The last rays of daylight are fading fast. Then, Heather catches a break on the radio.
The lift has been put back a day. We won't make it before 6 o'clock, which is the cut-off time for this superstructure to be taken off the float.
Heather can now pull up and cruise to the finish line in the morning. The 80-ton superstructure is finally here. The assembly of Australia's biggest mobile crane can get underway. Under massive pressure and in brutal conditions, Heather Jones has delivered. But in Australia's trucking heartland, there's one rule: do it all again tomorrow.
It's a good feeling when you drop your trailers and you're just bobtailing home. I can actually do 100 k's. Job's over and getting back home.
Mechanic Silvio must fix an overheating brake that's in danger of catching fire. He's found the problem: a broken brake booster.
Yeah, when you put your foot in the brake goes to fire.
I think it sounds like this second axle. Now, I just shut the tap and went quiet, so it's this axle here.
So that's about our biggest fear in this game is dragging a brake because you've got so much horsepower and so many wheels. You don't pick it up. This builds up heat and then catch on fire, worst case.
Silvio's quick response has saved the day.
Backed it all off and put it back on again so it's not leaking.
All right, that was lucky. Well done, thanks mate.
For the last 3 days, Mark Cromwell has hauled his massive freight through the highway to hell. After battling 50-degree temperatures, the road and mechanical problems, finally signs of civilization start to appear.
About to roll into Moomba, so everyone's pretty happy. It's been a bit of an epic trip.
It was Mark's dream to deliver this building in one go. He's risked his 10-year career to pull it off.
There's plenty of people going, but you'll never get that up there. You know, you put your balls on the line when you sit there and tell them to make a building and you'll say you'll get it there when it was meant to be 3 sections.
Together with his team, he's moved the vast multi-million-dollar freight 1,000 kilometres through the heart of a city and the guts of the desert.
Yep, we're going to make it.
Now, finally, Mark's delivered the biggest load of his career without a scratch.
That's it, Brad. See paradise. Well done, Job. Good job, mate. We made it. Well done, Silvio.
Yeah, we finally made it, eh?
Well done.
Job well done, eh?
No, don't think we could have got it done any better, really.
In Alice Springs, Central Australia, 54-year-old Russell McDonough is getting ready to do what he does best: pack up his mobile scrapyard and head deep into the outback.
Yeah, hi, I'm Russell from Alice Springs Metal Recyclers.
Russell's business is recycling, cleaning up the desert by turning abandoned cars into welcome cash.
We're just heading off on another one of our many missions that we've done. Probably on this trip we're going to do approximately 1,000 cars.
Russell's journey will take him from Alice Springs to the remote Aboriginal community of Nearpee, 440 kilometres northeast. From there, he'll continue on through the central desert, harvesting scrap as he goes. In all, it's a 900-kilometre round trip through some of the toughest desert roads on and off the map. For Russell and partner Nikki, recycling scrap is their business and their passion.
Russell had a dream of cleaning up a lot of the communities.
Russell's pride and joy is his mobile car crusher.
This is a car crusher that we built ourselves here in town.
He designed and built it himself from spare parts in his yard.
Russell explained exactly how he wanted to build it to me, and I always believed he could do it. He is a very intelligent man and a lovely man.
We built this crusher for a reason. We recycle the past for the future.
Fitting an entire recycling business onto the back of a truck is no mean feat. On board Russell's road train, 2 containers of equipment, his 25-tonne crusher, a 4-tonne excavator and a 17-tonne loader. At 50 metres long and 108 tonnes, Russell's rig is as long as an Olympic swimming pool and heavier than a Boeing 767.
As long as we go in a straight line, it's not too bad. Just backing it around a corner is a bit tricky.
Today we're going to have a wash because I haven't done that yet. Just got out of bed.
At a showground in Darwin, Western Australia, 36-year-old oversized trucker Yogi is gearing up for a heavyweight challenge.
So we've got to be able to cart just about anything and everything and make sure you can get it on and get it off safely.
He's got to haul millions of dollars worth of brand new machinery to a major agricultural show. With all the big names in farming out to impress, Yogi's under huge pressure to deliver the goods on time and without a scratch.
Traffic is always a big issue. It's a bit full on the first day after the field days going down the road we go because we all go the same road. Trees and trees and trees that are driving today. Trees and traffic.
Yogi's set to make a series of round trips to a farm show in Newdigate via his home in Katanning. In all, he'll cover 1,500 kilometres, like 2 round trips from London to Paris. With 6 huge machines to move in just 4 days, old mate Rob Poet will be sharing the load in a second rig. Yogi's partner in life and on the road is wife Amanda.
Hello, Amanda Janey. Time to get out of bed. We're going to go to work. We're burning daylight, Curly. We're burning daylight.
Love me, you would let me sleep longer.
I love you, Amanda.
Amanda is Yogi's pilot. It's her job to secure safe passage for the truck.
Just got a big one pulled up here on the left and they're just working on the right a bit, but there should be plenty of room.
Amanda will have to probably work a lot harder today. She gets pretty easy out of Perth and now she's out here, she's got to do a bit of work for her money, you know, so that's fantastic.
Amanda and Yogi set up their own business 3 months ago. It's meant huge sacrifices, like being away from their 2 kids.
Today, I've missed Jack getting an honour certificate at school, and apparently Lucinda's woken up this morning and she's got a big puffy fat eye and needs to go to the doctor, so it's times like that you want to be at home.
The new business has also put them deep into the red. This job is a priceless opportunity to show their clients they can deliver when the pressure's on.
So I've definitely got to be up there today. There's no ifs, buts or whats.
But there's a problem. Yogi's $150,000 trailer has been playing up when he needs it most.
If it fails today, we'll be in a world of pain.
This morning is the first time Yogi's seen his freight. He may have bitten off more than he can chew.
That's way bigger than what I anticipated, you know, like, yeah.
37-year-old tanker driver Corey Chapman is preparing for a gruelling supply run deep into the South Australian desert. His triple road train is loaded with diesel fuel, a vital source of power for some of the country's hardest to reach communities. Corey's heading off the grid and a long way from help.
If I break down, if the truck lets me down in any way and it needs a mechanic to come up, we'll be looking at 3 days for a mechanic to get to us.
He's heading from Port Augusta on a 3,000 kilometre round trip to the APY lands, a group of Indigenous communities. This vast expanse is one of the most isolated places on Earth. Larger than the country of Portugal, but with a population of just 3,000. Corey also needs to make an urgent delivery to a remote mining camp.
We got about 99,000 litres, I reckon, of diesel. So
That's enough fuel to get his own truck twice around the world. It's day one of a 5-day mission into the South Australian desert for the father of 3.
3,000 Ks. Let the journey begin.
Hauling fuel comes with huge risks. Any accident is bad news, but one wrong move in these rigs could end in disaster.
Not easy to get drivers to do what we do.
Corey's run will take him through the state's mining heartland. Out here, every truck can be a hazard. One mistake when being overtaken could be catastrophic.
There's a lot of dangerous goods on this road. There's some wild stuff though. That's a tanker there. No worries, mate.
It's a tough job, but Corey's able to share the load.
Like they say with every truck driver, there's usually a good woman behind them. That's about right. Been married since '98. She does all the paperwork and looks after the kids and all that kind of stuff. All I do is drive a truck. Would be all buggered without her, the kids and myself. So she's still here, so I must be doing too bad a job.
After 1,000 kilometres of bitumen, Corey's made it to the Northern Territory. His volatile load is safe, but the real test is yet to come. Tomorrow, Corey hits the dirt. Russell McDonough is heading to the community of Nirrupee on a mission to crush hundreds of abandoned cars. After surviving 200 kilometres on the rough dirt, Russell's feeling lucky.
We're on a bit of a shortcut through to Nirrupee. It's going to save us close to 40-odd kilometres by coming this way. It's a lot narrower, but it's actually less corrugated because it's a lot less used.
The shortcut will save time, but it's also a big gamble.
This is actually a road that I've never actually been on. The biggest hazard we're likely to encounter is just washouts.
Washouts happen when heavy rain pools in the middle of the road. Put a wheel in the wrong place and Russell's 100-tonne truck could sink like a stone. His support crew, Josh and John, go ahead to check out the road conditions. And the news isn't good.
Yeah, once you get up here a bit further, there's a big lake in the middle of the road.
With no room to turn around, Russell's committed.
Looks like I might be able to find a bit of a hard track just around the edge of this one. Be able to go to the right here. Some wheel tracks that look like it's getting a little bit soft on the edge, but if you lose momentum or develop any form of wheel spin, miss a gear, etc., you can become stuck there. There's nobody else coming along to give you a hand. If that's the worst we're going to find here, we're doing all right.
While he's managing to keep his truck on solid ground, the battle's not over.
Right, we've just got another bit of water right across the road. Just approach it gently. We'll pop this diff lock in. Put it back one full one, and we'll just walk it. What I've learned, the biggest clue is don't get stuck in the first place. I've got to concentrate and I'm listening very carefully to the engine. Any form of wheel spin or like sudden revving up of the engine, I'm going to have to let the engine die right down and just hope that I can lug on through.
Making progress is slow going. Russell's falling behind schedule.
All right, mate, no worries.
All right, we got through that one all right, but I don't think there's going to be any more. But it's getting a bit late in the day. Yeah. So, wouldn't mind if you get a chance as soon as you can find some hint of a sign that says Nirrupee. See if you can get in there and see if you can get a key to the room for us.
While Josh drives on ahead into town, Russell will have to take on the washed out road alone. Heavy haulage expert Yogi is facing his first big challenge on a crucial 4-day job. He's got to deliver 2 massive machines worth $500,000 each, 500 kilometres south. At 10 tonnes, each is 5 times the weight of an SUV, and at 4 metres wide, they're on the limit of what his trailer can hold.
Today, the trailer will go to its full width, which is 3.8.
To avoid windscreen damage on the road, the freight must be loaded backwards.
Amanda's going to back this on the truck for me. Amanda, over the course of the years working with me, has kind of figured out it's easier to back a machine on than it is to guide someone on.
It's down to Amanda to drive the monster machine blind and in reverse, with a 5-metre drop below. She must put her life in Yogi's hands.
Oh, you always get a little bit nervous, especially, you know, when you're going up the ramps.
There's millimetres to spare. A single error could bring Amanda and Kendall Trucking's reputation crashing down.
Just to scare me because, you know, wheels are hanging over the edge and things like that. That's telling me it's all good. Don't panic.
It's vital the load is safe and secure.
And we're all good. Righto, we're going to find the other one.
As Yogi prepares to load the second machine, there's a problem. It's even wider than the first, with difficult 2-wheel steering and a sensitive throttle. Squeezing it onto his trailer will be a difficult job. This time, it's Yogi's turn at the wheel.
I've never actually driven one of those, and apparently they're a little bit touchy, so I don't want to be up here on the ramps, putting the brake on and it going sideways or something like that.
One mistake, and he could be in serious trouble.
I can't see the trailer now. I've got no vision of the trailer at all. I'll watch Robbie now.
But something's not right.
The wheel spun as we're going up the ramps because it's pretty muddy and a bit wet here, and that sort of red mud, and it spun a little bit going up the ramps. Even I don't reckon that's cool.
Yogi needs to get a grip. If he can't load the massive machine onto his trailer, he won't be going anywhere. Corey Chapman's on a fuel run to some of the most remote desert outposts in Australia. This morning, he's getting his truck ready to hit the dirt.
Dropped all our air pressure back down to 50 psi. This is where the starts pretty much. Being so dusty, you can't see your back trailers. And if I can't see my back trailers, the risk is brakes coming on or blowing a brake booster or something and could start a fire. This is where the road will get very corrugated through here. Where it's going to get shit on fire on.
The corrugations are giving Corey's tankers a battering.
Tankers are a bit more fragile than your average trailer.
Fire isn't his only concern. The liquid load is constantly moving. On a rough dirt road like this, it can destabilise the truck, making rollovers a threat. After spending the morning on bone-shaking terrain, it's a relief to reach the Indigenous communities of the AP Wildlands. For the people living out here, Corey's fuel is vital. The 50-metre road train is too big for the narrow dirt tracks ahead. Corey must offload one of his trailers to make his first delivery. But as he prepares to pump 22,000 litres of diesel, something's wrong. The hose outlet is too short to reach his tanker.
And my hose is not long enough by about that far, so...
In an area so remote, it's a serious problem. No hose means no fuel. For the community living beyond these hills, that means no power. Corey's forced to improvise.
I'm only going to be able to use my little 2-inch hose. Join a couple of hoses together.
He'll use a narrower hose, which means he'll be pumping fuel late into the night. It's been a long, hard day, but for Corey, the end is worth it.
Pull up at night, there's no one around, no noise, nothing. You can just see the stars, and that's probably the most appealing thing about the job, I think. You know, you're out here by yourself and there's no one within miles of you.
In the remote central desert, Russell McDonough is pushing on through an assault course of washouts and bog holes. He's keen to get his triple road train to Nirrupee before dark. His support crew have gone ahead, leaving Russell alone for the final stretch.
We're coming up against one of those stretches of water. It doesn't look like I can safely keep 2 wheels up on the dry. If I've got one up on the hard and one set drop into the soft, if it's too soft, it's going to put me on a hell of an angle. I'll just back off a bit just in case. So we're just going to walk through it. We don't need to do the big splash. Try not to create too much damage to the road underneath, because when this water does dry out, we don't need to have wrecked the road. Our concern is sometimes I might just be getting out of it and the heavier trailers are coming through it. So even though I think I'm clear of the woods, I've just got to feel it, and make sure the back trailers don't drag me down.
With washouts every few kilometres, progress is painfully slow and daylight is fading fast. In an area so remote, with no support crew, getting bogged now would be Russell's worst nightmare. The road has collapsed underneath the 25-tonne crusher. It's listing badly into a deep hole.
Just struck a bit of a disaster here. We were holding a fairly good line, but the front of the second trailer's just fallen into a soft spot and she's laid over on the side. Just running a couple of ideas through my head at the moment as to how we're going to pull it back up.
Russell's out of radio range. He's alone in the middle of the desert. With his livelihood turned upside down, for Russell McDonough, this is as bad as it gets. Yogi's on a slippery slope, loading a 10-tonne boom sprayer. He's got no choice but to start again. With more jobs to come before the farm show starts, Yogi can't fall behind on his very first run.
We'll lay some rubber down. Rubber creates more friction and friction more grip. Righto, here we go. Plan B. A little bit nervous about that. What do you reckon, Robbie? What are you going to do? Is it on all right?
It's a little bit this way.
It's on, but it's still not right.
Oh, we just want to get it over a little bit.
A wheel is hanging dangerously over the edge. With a load this size and this valuable, Yogi can't go anywhere until it's millimetre perfect.
We messing around with fate here, or? No, look, I'll give it a crack.
Right. Left hand down, come forward a bit.
Yogi eases the machine back and forth, using the hair trigger throttle. One slip could mean disaster for him and his business. Tanker driver Corey Chapman is up early to make an urgent fuel drop to a mining exploration camp. It's so far off the beaten track, he can only take one trailer. Corey's only been to the camp once before, but that was a year ago. With no map to guide him, Corey's relying on memory to find it.
It's not a town or it's not a power station or anything like that. It's just a mob that's got a camp set out in the middle of nowhere.
none of the tracks look familiar.
I've got a funny feeling we might have taken the wrong road here. And this one just turns and heads north, and the other one should keep going west. The country should open up, not go into scrub like this. Gut feeling we're in the wrong spot.
It's a dangerous place to get lost, something Corey knows all too well.
2 years ago in Western Australia, a bloke in a road train went past his turn-off, got out in the sand, kept going, so I'm in the wrong spot, and I think he was 40 or 60 k's past the turn-off, and he turned around and got bogged. He decided to walk, and it was hot, it was summertime, it was hot, and I think he walked 40 kilometres, and he was only 800 metres from water, and he died. He perished and died 800 metres from water.
Corey needs to turn his fuel tanker around, but the narrow track is lined with thick bush, making a U-turn impossible.
Just find a bit of an area I can back around and...
Finally, there's a big enough clearing.
Oh, here's a bit of a clay pan here, so we'll just back up here somewhere and see how we go.
Corey must put the truck into the rough, putting him at serious risk of getting dry bogged. He's far off his usual route and a long way from help. Russell McDonough is in a heap of trouble. His car crusher is capsized in a deep hole and his support crew out of radio range. As darkness falls, he must unhook his prime mover and head for Neuropy. After a bad day, not being able to find his crew is the last thing he needs.
Where are you at where you drive in, or? Oh, for sake. Yeah, right in the middle, just driving around in circles.
Next morning, Russell heads to the council to work out a rescue plan.
And I'll chase up to see what we've got.
The Shire's agreed to lend us their grader.
Russell's hoping that between the grader, his loader and his excavator, he should have enough muscle to get the crusher out. But by daylight, the scale of the problem is plain to see. Even with 3 machines, it's going to be a tough job.
Fair bit of weight here to pull up, and the ground's a bit soft, so I'm not sure how much traction we're going to get.
Despite the challenges, Russell has a plan.
Done a good job, haven't I? If we can get it up, then we'll maybe think about maybe going back out backwards.
I'll try it, eh?
All right, no worries. Yeah, I think we'll get it out today, and hopefully we'll be crushing cars like we're supposed to this afternoon.
You know, it's not Russell's fault, it's just the road was just collapsed and let it go.
The crusher is vital to Russell's livelihood. If he can't get it out, his business will grind to a halt. It's all hands on deck. First, Russell moves the loader into position to push the car crusher upright. But there's a problem. The loader is bogged. Now, Russell's got 2 vehicles to rescue. Yogi's load and reputation are hanging in the balance. A vital job is at a standstill until he can get a huge boom sprayer to sit straight on his trailer.
We're on straight. I've got the nod. Tee off. We're out. Oh, Jesus.
There's more than just a valuable load riding on today's journey. After nearly a week away, Yogi and Amanda are also heading home to see their 2 young kids. At last, they can get underway. With so much ground to cover over the next 4 days, they need a smooth run. but already there are plenty of hazards.
Got low branches along through here too.
Yep, thanks mate, appreciate that.
These two self-propelled boom sprays, they're all got little nozzles on the top of them, so if they hit a branch and they snap, they're no good.
In this job, damaging your freight means damaging your name. Both are precious to Yogi. But with such a high and wide load, trees aren't his only problem.
Yeah, look at that crosswind coming in here at the moment. That's hard work for us. The machines are so high, they've got such a big centre of gravity. The wind just gets underneath them and drag you along. It feels like it's just all day, just rocking and rolling and carrying on. The truck works a lot harder, so your fuel economy goes down. Fuel's going in, the money's going out.
On the trailer, something's not right. The 10-ton load still isn't straight.
It's not quite square as to where I want it to be. We're a little bit over one side, but just the nature of the machine and a little bit wet and a little bit of mud around today.
The rain's now bucketing down, and the single track is barely wide enough for the oversized truck. Yogi's running out of room.
This is what it becomes like now, single lane, rough edges.
His 12 trailer wheels are dangerously close to the drop-off.
Makes it a bit hard if you start hitting these potholes and these edges here. There's a lot of caution got to be taken through this section.
Yogi's on a knife edge. If his wheels go too far into the rough, his truck and $500,000 worth of freight could be in serious trouble. Corey Chapman needs to turn his truck around. It's a high-risk manoeuvre. The soft clay pan could crumble under the weight of his 47-ton rig, leaving him stranded. He's in luck. The ground holds up.
If I had 2 or 3 trailers coming in here, it would have been a friggin' headache.
But the wrong turn has rattled Corey.
I would have been pissed off if I broke down completely and they come looking for me and say, well, he's not on this road.
The search for the mining camp continues. Their fuel was running low, even before Corey left Port Augusta. And that was days ago.
It's pretty easy to take the wrong track. No signs, no street directory. Just go by a tree that's on the corner. Turn right there and hope for the best. Pretty much how it works.
Finally, after a long search,
there they are. They're in the same spots. No worries at all.
It's a huge relief. Corey's found the miners, and just in time, they were down to their last litres of fuel.
Pretty loaded territory, so lucky you just made it, I think.
For about 25 litres, she's pretty much empty, so they would have been starting to panic.
The wrong turn has cost precious time. With 2 more drops to make today, Corey's racing the clock. Russell McDonough's day is going from bad to worse. His rescue effort has backfired. First his car crusher, and now his 17-ton loader are bogged deep in the mud. Now he's relying on a 12.5-ton grader to pull it free. If he can't get the loader out, his mission to save his stranded crusher will be over before it's even begun. While the loader's free, he couldn't have picked a worse place to get stuck.
It's still soft here too, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Only just looks dry.
It's just like soup underneath. It's a water course, and the water course is coming through here.
An underground river and weeks of rain have made this the bog from hell. It's time for Plan B. The grader will skim mud away from under the crusher to make it easier to lift upright.
Well, we got a problem here, fellas.
Now the grader is stuck. This Outback crash is fast becoming a pile-up. Russell's running out of options. He decides to risk the loader one more time. But in this mess, the grader's going nowhere.
Still too wet.
Time for plan C. Build up the mud so the grader's wheels can grip. With pieces of wood, tree branches, finally, tyres. Nothing's working. Then, disaster. The grader gives up the fight altogether. Now the crusher and the grader are bogged to their axles. After 30 years of driving trucks in the Outback, this is turning into the fight of Russell's life.
Normally I'm the person that people turn to when they want a tough job done. So I'm the one that sort of got it in this position. So I reckon I should be the one to get it out.
Yogi's prized load has survived a narrow stretch of track. The end of a grueling run is in sight, but there's been a setback.
The load I had on Sunday is no longer, so it's not ready. The machine's not ready. Not ready for display. So yeah, what do we do? You've lost $3,000 income for the day, and you get home and all Jack wants to do is play trucks and back his truck into load it up and drive and pretend like his dad, you know.
Having a job fall through has left Yogi wondering if all the sacrifices are worth it.
Been a long month, long 3 months actually. Yeah. Long time, mate, long time.
Finally, the truck rolls into Newdigate. He's on time and the load is intact.
Here we are at Newdigate.
If the boom sprayers are offloaded without a hitch, they could get home in time to see the kids.
I haven't actually driven one off before. I've only driven them on.
With both machines landed safely on solid ground.
Do you do that often?
I'm always helping my escorts.
It's time to get back on the road and head home.
Oh, come here.
Corey Chapman's fallen behind on his marathon desert run. He still has hundreds of kilometres to drive today to the Western Australian border. Despite the long hours, Corey must stay focused, pumping volatile fuel late into the night.
Last job for the night.
It's the final leg of the grueling 5-day run. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a dust storm.
A lot of shocking days. The winds got worse.
Violent winds are wreaking havoc on Corey's 62-wheel rig. visibility is poor. His last, biggest drop is still 300 kilometres away. But right now, Corey's struggling to see 30 metres ahead.
Righto, big wheels.
Son Jack and Yogi have taken his truck in for a much-needed pit stop. It's been an exhausting 3 months with so much time away from home. Tomorrow's a special day and Yogi has to work.
Oh, that means we're going to miss Father's Day tomorrow.
I've already got you 6 presents.
How many?
6.
That's got me all down the dumps. Like, it's Father's Day tomorrow. Do we want to work tomorrow?
With $1 million worth of machinery to deliver in the next 2 days, Yogi's under huge pressure. But his trailer problems are back.
Unfreaking believable.
A critical brake line is leaking air.
That could quite easily lock the brakes on, so if the brakes boosters lock on, we'll scuff out 4 more tyres, you know.
His freight and his truck are going nowhere until the problem's fixed.
I don't want to load it and for it to fail and the airbags to drop down, so we've had to shut the whole show down this afternoon. So around about 155 grand we've invested in this trailer, and I just don't know why it's giving me bulk amount of dramas, you know, like it's almost like it's second hand.
The farm show won't wait. Time is running out.
Here we are. Got to fix this hose on a Saturday afternoon in the busiest time of the year. With the downtime I've had in the trailer, I've probably lost around $12,000, $13,000 in downtime.
Yogi needs to fix the problem fast, or his business may be beyond repair. Corey Chapman is battling through a dust storm to get to his final diesel drop.
Go slow to reduce the amount of dust, but weather like this, you can't really avoid it too much.
Hundreds of people are depending on his load of life-sustaining fuel.
We use over 10,000 litres a day.
That's it. We're empty.
I'll put the kettle on.
No worries.
After days alone in the outback, it's a relief to share a yarn with power station manager Neville Mitchell. Neville's had a few dramas of his own. A camel that got stuck in the power station fence had to be put out of its misery. But out here, nothing goes to waste.
That's only one front leg. Camels are big.
At last, another grueling desert run is done. It's time to head for home. He's travelled to some of the most remote outposts on Earth. But for Corey Chapman and the communities who depend on him, what matters is their tanks are full and life can go on.
End of the day, everyone's happy.
Russell McDonough is staring down the barrel of a disaster. If he can't get a broken down grader working and out of a deep bog hole, his hopes for rescuing his stranded car crusher will be in ruins. The whole job rests on Russell's mechanical skills. Mr. Fix-It has done it again. While the grader's working, it's still stuck fast. As the team try and dig it out, the scale of what they're up against is clear. The ground is saturated. It could be up to 3 months before the road dries out.
We want to keep working, we've got to get it out.
The time has come for one last go.
Come on, doggy, give it over. Come on, move it around. Hey, dog, get up there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. You can smile again.
Oh, yeah, we're back to where we were this morning, but anyway.
Nightfall is just a couple of hours away. Russell's losing time and money. He can't give up. To try and right the car crusher, Russell takes another gamble on the loader in the soft mud. But the Outback nightmare goes on. The loader is stuck again.
We've never had something like this happen before.
With every move he makes, Russell's sinking deeper into more and more trouble. If he can't find a way out, his reputation and business will be ruined.
This is
In the Central Australian desert, 54-year-old scrap trucker Russell McDonough is in a world of trouble.
And all the time I've been doing this job, this would have to be my biggest disaster, really.
A routine mission to find cars and crush them has become a battle to save his mobile crusher.
I think I've had enough fun for one day.
And his business. Russell's journey began in Alice Springs 2 days ago. His destination was Nirripie, an isolated Aboriginal community 440 kilometres into the outback. But after taking on an assault course of bog holes and washouts, a dirt road has collapsed under the weight of Russell's 100-ton road train. To add insult to injury, he was just 15 kilometres from his destination.
Amazing as it was, this was the last soft patch, and we'd been through 20 of them.
For 2 days, Russell's been battling to rescue his stranded car crusher, armed with a 17-ton loader and a 12-ton grader. But with every move he's made, he's sunk deeper and deeper into more trouble. After 30 years driving trucks in the outback, Russell now faces the biggest fight of his career.
First thing we've got to do today is get this loader out of the bog that we're in.
If Russell's to stand any chance of escape,
Remember, if it's chain breaks, just don't be in a position. No.
he must recover the bogged loader. With the loader free, Russell moves it underneath the crusher. His plan is to deliberately bog it, anchoring it to help lift the 25-ton crusher. Next, the grader moves in behind.
I'll get you to come up behind us and just push me a little bit. As well as lifting, I've got to be able to go forward. Not as if we've only got one go, but if we don't get it right, the whole exercise is going to take longer again.
If he can't lift the crusher now, chances are he never will.
Dougie's gone down.
Even with 30 tons of muscle,
Stop him.
the crusher is going nowhere. And now, 2 machines are dug in hard. This is trucking hell. Joey Greenwich is no ordinary outback trucker.
I mean, a big bull could probably kill you. There's no doubt about that. You've got that in the back of your head all the time, you know?
His freight are big, brutal,
Come on, old boy.
and bad-tempered.
Yeah.
Make a mistake with this load, and it could be your last.
One of them is coming for you. You just got to get out the road.
Joey's been hired to cart 63 wild bulls through the heart of Western Australia. His journey will take him from his home in Moorine Rock to the vast Banjawan cattle station, before heading to the town of Mewshag, north of Perth. That's like hauling 25 taxi cabs from New York to Miami.
What are you doing?
It's a tough, dangerous job, but one Joey was born to.
Come on.
Joey's a third-generation trucker.
Definitely diesel in our veins.
His grandfather drove trucks back in the days of the Great Depression.
He had a couple of trucks in the 30s. My dad, he carted wood for the wood line in the mid-40s. And my brother had quite a large livestock business in the 70s.
After 30 years hauling livestock, Joey's carried millions of passengers. Wild bulls are the most dangerous of the bunch.
They'll be a handful to load. They're just big in size, like they'll probably be around that 600 kilo mark. If you lose your footing, it's like in a footy game, you know, except it's a lot worse. So you haven't got a 100 kilo bloke coming at you, you've got a 600 kilo bull coming at you.
Just one slip can cost you your life. Despite the dangers, taking care of his freight is Joey's biggest priority.
I don't think you could do this if you didn't like animals. We put our heart and soul into this job, and you really don't stop thinking about what you got on the back.
With 1,700 kilometres to travel, Joey's got a long, hard journey ahead, carrying one of the most volatile loads in the business.
With the downtime I've had in the trailer, I've probably lost around $12,000, $13,000.
In the small town of Katanning, Western Australia,
Unfreaking believable.
36-year-old Yogi is dealing with a heavyweight headache.
Here we are. Got to fix this hose on a Saturday afternoon.
His oversized trailer has sprung an air leak, smack bang in the middle of a critical job.
Sorry, mate, I bloody missed all your calls.
In the busiest time of the year, and I've gone and lost another load. There's not much I can do about that.
The leak's affecting his brakes.
Got to get this fixed today.
If Yogi can't fix it, he could lose a job worth thousands of dollars and his reputation. Both are vital to his 3-month-old business.
No one else will fix it, so it's up to the Yogi Bear again.
Yogi's been booked to deliver 60 tonnes worth of huge agricultural machines from Darwin to a farming show in Newdigate via his hometown in Katanning. In all, it's a 1,500-kilometre run, like hauling 3 F-16 jet fighters from Paris to Moscow. But after coping with wide loads and tight roads,
one movement, we're into the scrub.
a trailer failure could be make or break.
I reckon that's close.
With the help of old mate Rob Poet, Yogi needs to cut out the leaking section of pipe and replace it with a small brass joiner.
Yeah, I don't want to cut it on a bloody Saturday afternoon and nothing will be fixed.
The joiner must be the right size, or they'll risk leaving the truck without brakes.
Can you see quarter on it anyway?
I reckon that's miles too small if you want them bigger ones, mate.
I'm hoping this is the one.
Have a look at that. This looks pretty standard. I mean, it looks the same as that black one there, doesn't it?
I reckon this one here would be pretty close.
Yeah. Yep.
The replacement looks right, but there's no way of knowing until they cut out the leaking section of pipe.
Cut it. I think it's going to have to, I think. Cut it.
If Yogi's wrong, his $150,000 trailer will be crippled.
Oh, are they going to work or we're not going to work here? Yep.
The whole job is riding on just a couple of inches of brass.
Rosie, out!
So far, so good. But Yogi can't be certain until he's put pressure into the pipe.
that there feels like a win. Yeah, all good. All good.
After all his trailer troubles, tomorrow is Father's Day.
Still got a load yet.
The best present Yogi could hope for is to get back on schedule. Near the Aboriginal community of Nirripee, Russell McDonough is refusing to give up the fight to save his stranded car crusher. But with 2 more bogged machines to recover, he's got a mountain of mud to climb. The only machine not bogged is Russell's 5-ton excavator. It will have to haul the 12-ton grader free.
Just stop him before it sinks, right?
But the grader's only going one way, deeper into the dirt. Russell's team has no choice but to dig the massive machine out by hand. After 3 days of trying, his crushers barely moved an inch. It's time for a new plan.
I'm thinking of reversing tactics. Pull everything around here, put the loader up close and high.
Yep.
Instead of pushing, Russell wants to pull the 25-ton machine upright.
It's a shot.
He's called in every vehicle he can lay his hands on.
Deliberately bog this thing so it anchors the vehicle, then when we're ready, I'm going to winch.
If this doesn't work, the crusher will be stuck here for months until the road dries out, breaking Russell's business. It's do or die. While the plan's working, suddenly there's a problem.
It's frayed up at the top there. Yep. If it lets go, it'll take us off at the knees.
Sure.
The crusher's hanging by a few cables. It's vital Russell stabilises it quickly.
We're close, right? We're not there yet. If I release the tension, she'll go. We've got to go and get shovels.
One mistake now, and he'll be back to square one. Joey Greenwich is heading for a remote cattle station deep in the Western Australian outback.
We've got to go a bit over 700 k's up to Banya Station. We should be there in a bit over 8 hours, I reckon.
He's en route to pick up 63 wild bulls, the most dangerous freight a livestock trucker can haul.
They're probably the other end of the scale from a domesticated dairy cow. They're big, gnarly fellas. Quite often they just start coming out. Some run this way, then you get a wild fella, and they'll just smash panels and wreck the joint a fair bit.
300 kilometres away,
Work that gate, eh, please?
Sharon White is getting ready for Joey's arrival.
Need that Red Bull, love?
Sharon's family own Banjawan Station.
Yeah, straight through.
Having worked with cattle all her life,
Just block it a bit, Chelsea, for the moment.
she knows the importance of rounding up wild bulls.
If you keep too many bulls, they will literally kill the cows, and then you end up with all bulls, and then 6 years down the track, you'll have no cattle station at all.
At 1 million acres, Banjawan is home to over 4,000 cattle. Most of Joey's passengers have been rounded up, but a few stragglers are still hiding in the outback. Sharon's leading the charge to track them down. But on such a vast property, she needs eyes on the ground and in the air.
Back him up, Peter! Back him up! Back him up! Go and do it in there!
mustering wild cattle out here takes huge skill and nerves of steel.
No, we cut him off, you're dirty gone. That's it.
But it's a risky business, even for the best.
Yeah, I'm on Robert now. I've cut the steel right, cut the bull off. Now I'm in trouble.
In Katanning, it's an early start to Father's Day for Yogi.
Dear Dad, I love you. Dad on the Hilux. Should be on the truck. Are you driving the truck, are you?
It's also a big day for Kendall Trucking.
So it's Sunday morning, it's nearly 6 o'clock. We're right to go about 6:30, so we've got today, tomorrow and Monday. And something goes wrong, we've got no time left at all.
Yogi needs to keep his wheels moving.
10 minutes, children.
Okie dokie.
So Lucy and Jack will get to ride with Dad for the day. Yogi must deliver a 7-ton seed bin, 180 kilometres to a farm show.
The best Father's Day in the whole world, is it? Sitting in the tractor with Dad.
Completing the family day out is Yogi's wife and rear pilot, Amanda. After his trailer troubles, Yogi's desperate to get back on schedule.
Extremely time critical today because we want to get to Darwin and get loaded. So we've got that half a day up our sleeve.
With so much riding on today, it's a relief to make it to Newdigate in one piece and on time. As well as this load, Yogi must pick up another machine today. He and Rob need to work quickly. But as he moves into position, Yogi spots something.
Because we're low here, so we're increasing the angle at the back, which gets it away from the trailer.
The last thing Yogi wants to do is damage his $140,000 freight. He needs to get the machine off quick and clean.
We ain't bent that shaft.
Russell McDonough is working fast to stabilise his car crusher.
We've just got to quickly scoot some dirt out from underneath the wheels that have come to the ground, and it's going to come down to level, and then we'll work on getting her out. You getting daylight there now, eh?
I can see the axle on this side.
Finally, the wheels are dug out and the crusher's stable, but it's still stuck fast. After 3 days going nowhere, the pressure's growing on Russell.
We're effectively 2 full days behind schedule. There's also trucks waiting on us. There's other communities waiting on us. It's not a nice position to be in.
Next, he wants to get the crusher onto a more solid footing.
We're going to get dug just to try and move it just a little bit. Just see if we can get the axles to sink down and get it to come to more level.
A single chain will pull the 25-ton machine. If it's to hold, the grader must pull slowly and smoothly. If the chain gives way, it could seriously injure one of Russell's crew.
Now with them going backwards and forwards like that, it's going to break the chain. See how much damage has been done here. Imagine if that had hit you, it'd be all over.
While the team gets ready for another go, there's a surprise in store for Russell. Business partner and wife, Nikki, has come to see the disaster for herself.
The crusher is our main form of income. We need that crusher.
After 10 years together, Nikki's seen Russell get into his fair share of scrapes, but nothing like this.
I'm just shocked. So I've got all faith in him that he'll get this out. for sure. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe the next day.
It's late in the day, but Russell wants to give the chain one more try. This time, he'll move the loader in close to lift the trailer while the grader pulls it out. But it's the same old story. The loader is bogged again. After 3 long days of fighting, the strain is starting to tell.
We've got it secure, but we've been moving around so much here, the water's just come to the surface and this loader's bogged.
But Russell's refusing to quit.
We'd promised these people at Nirripy that we'd be here. Is up, it's just not out yet. It's only a matter of time.
Sharon White is struggling to round up wild bulls on the vast Banjuan cattle station.
I've got a tree, Darren. Come and keep an eye on this bull till I get off the tree.
She must gather a handful of stragglers before trucker Joey Greenwich arrives. It's not a job for the faint-hearted. Finally, Sharon and her crew can get the runaways to the loading yard. 250 kilometres away, Joey Greenwich is also on the lookout for stray cattle.
Once you get into this country up here, you're watching all the time. If there's cattle on the side of the road, then every now and then you get a, cow that just crosses the road. You wouldn't really want to hit one. When it's pitch black, that's when it's worth it.
Faced with roaming cattle in the dead of night, Joey must be on alert.
Yeah, you back off.
After a close call, it's an early start the next morning at Banjuan Station. It's vital Joey loads the bulls before they get restless.
So this is a whole lot here.
Yeah, there's 10 big fellas like that.
But Sharon's worried about one troublemaker in particular.
This is my mate. I had trouble with that bull. Dreadful.
Just like here. Just got an overlook in his eye. Yeah, we're ready, mate.
Joey's multi-storey truck is split into 6 compartments. He must get the right amount of cattle into each pen to stay balanced.
2 more up, quick.
The team must load up and shut each compartment door.
Get those other 2 cracking, Ben, because they'll come out otherwise.
Before its passengers have a chance to get out. Suddenly, a bull has bolted. If the crew can't get hold of the situation quickly, they could have a seriously injured animal, or worse. Yogi's dealing with 10 tonnes of jammed farming equipment. His client expects a $140,000 seed bin to be delivered without a scratch.
I ain't bent that shaft, eh? Want me to go back a bit?
If it takes a hit, so will Yogi's business. It's a close shave, but no damage done.
Scraped a little bit on the bottom of the auger there.
With one final machine to pick up, there's good news for Yogi. If he can deliver it in time, he'll land an extra bonus job.
I got one more load, and I could have the possibility of getting another one in if I tried hard enough. I've got to go now. I've got to go to work.
Saying goodbye is never easy,
I'll see you in a couple of days.
especially on Father's Day. But Mum and Dad need to hit the road. Yogi's next load is a 7-ton cedar worth $250,000. The bad news is, at 3.8 metres, it's right on the edge of his trailer's capacity.
We don't want it to go crooked. If it goes crooked, it could fall off.
If he's to make the lucrative bonus load, Yogi must complete this job as quickly as possible.
Machines like this have probably only got one real crack at getting it up there straight, otherwise you've got to take it off and do it again. Oh no, it's starting to go a little bit off to the side there. So I'm going to have to try and get this straight here again. Push those wheels a long way out, they look like they're going to fall off.
With precious extra cash up for grabs, the last thing Yogi needs is to load this freight twice.
Probably only about that much outside the trailer. You want me to do it again?
A 600-kilo wild bull has refused to board Joey Granich's road train. Without help, it could seriously injure itself or another bull. The situation calls for a cool head from Joey.
Let it come back. Just let it come back. Yeah, it'll be right. Just let it come back.
He hopes that if the bull is allowed to settle,
It might back up.
it'll back onto the trailer by itself. With the runaway on board, the truck's almost fully loaded.
Where's our cranky one?
But the toughest, meanest bull is yet to come.
He put the devil to shame, that bloke. We'll try and get him on the back pen last, eh?
The danger is the bull could try and jump the fence and attack.
Gotta go.
All but Joey and a couple of crew members must retreat to a safe distance.
Come on, handsome. Come on, where you go? Oh, yeah, that's right.
While the bull makes it on board, another animal threatens to charge up behind him.
Just like again. Sorry.
The bull's almost loaded.
Might have to do a bit of...
Joey needs to be quick to make sure he's secure in his pen.
You're right, I want to shut him. Go on, no. Hands. Bugger off.
In the remote Central Australian desert, Russell McDonough is counting the cost of his efforts to save his car crusher.
The grader, I have to hire that off the Shire. I've still got to pay my men. We're not earning any money. This is the part of Outback Trucking that I don't do it for this, but it's an unfortunate risk that we constantly take.
The first job of the day is to dig the bog loader out by hand. Russell and his team have been battling this bog for 4 days.
Get up, Newman. Get up. Way.
They're exhausted and running out of options. If he's to rescue the crusher, Russell needs a stroke of genius. The 25-ton machine is built to take its own weight.
These legs that we built on here are for lifting the crusher off the trailer. We're going to try and use them to get it out of this bog.
If the team can build a solid base, they should be able to raise the crusher up and pull the trailer out from underneath.
Got it clear.
The crusher's up. Now Russell wants to try and pull the connecting or dolly trailer out from under the load.
Feeling a bit hopeful. I hope that it comes out.
It's a vital test of Russell's plan. If he's wrong, he's out of ideas. Finally, something has made it out of the mud.
We've proved part of it can move. He'll throw a little bit of enthusiasm back to the boys that I'm not just a complete nutter. We're progressing, just a bit at a time. We will march this thing out of here.
Get the hands! Bugger off!
Joey Granich is battling to secure a herd of wild bulls.
Beautiful, mate. Bloody done good, eh? I think that might do it, mate.
Fully loaded, Joey can hit the road for the 1,000-kilometre run to the town of Mouchet. His goal is to drive as smoothly as possible to keep his passengers upright.
If a cattle go over, like a cow goes down, you just got to get him up. You just avoid that at all costs. I had it once, and a big old bull went down and he got all sulky, he just wouldn't get up, you know? And we had to, you only put him down first and then get him out.
Every couple of hours, he must stop to check the bulls.
Just checking if any cattle are down.
Something's not right.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. We've got one old fella down here.
Yogi's struggling to balance a 7-ton cedar on his trailer.
It's probably only about that much outside the trailer.
He's decided to use a loader to lift the huge machine into place.
The cheats way of doing it, but at the end of the day, it's late in the day.
It may save time, but Yogi must be centimetre perfect to avoid damaging his $270,000 freight. Success.
We are done, mate. We are done.
To get the bonus job and much needed extra cash, Yogi must get as far as he can before he has to pull up for the night.
Right, we're up. Another day. Nobody talk too loud.
The following morning, it's a make or break day. This load and the extra job must be at the farm show by sunset tonight. Having pushed hard to give himself a chance of an extra run, it's vital Yogi has a clear day's trucking. But as the sun struggles above the horizon, the weather has other plans.
Okay. It's probably the hardest thing we do, I think, driving in fog.
Russell McDonough and his team are now into the 6th day of their back-breaking rescue mission.
Really just the wheels I think we've got to do first.
It's time to face facts and make a painful decision.
Today, we're going all out. This is it. If it doesn't happen today, we're going to have to just get what gear we can out of here and leave behind what we can't get out.
Failure today will mean abandoning the crusher, Russell's pride and joy.
And all the time I've been doing this, this would have to be my biggest disaster as such.
Once again, the plan is to raise the crusher up onto its legs, freeing the trailer underneath. But it's a risky operation.
Biggest danger is when we go out, we bump one of the legs. It could bend the legs and fall to the ground.
It's a gamble Russell must take if he's ever to retrieve his crusher.
At any point in time, if you see that trailer going to touch that crusher, you stop both of us. Right on.
It's now or never. Suddenly, the trailer's touching the crusher.
Good call, good call.
If they'd gone any further, it could have tipped into the mud.
That was one of our concerns.
The team must quickly get back on the shovels to lower the trailer's wheels. Finally, they're ready for one more try. If this doesn't work, it's the end for the whole operation. Joey Greenwich has a serious problem. He must rescue a fallen bull.
We've got one old fella down here.
Before it's too late.
You just don't want them sitting because they get bloody kicked around. He's up and about.
With the bull back on its feet,
they're all good.
Joey can push on into the home stretch. As dawn breaks, Joey rolls into Mouchet. It's been a tough couple of days, but everyone's safe and sound. Joey's risked life and limb for his load. Now, all that's left is to unload the 63 bulls. But at the last,
Hurry up, coming, hurry up, coming. What about him?
one of Joey's passengers isn't ready to leave. After a long, hard journey, Joey must face down half a ton of cranky bull.
He all sad. Come on up, come on. Come on up, come on, up, come on. Yeah. No, come on, that's right. Come on up.
At last, everyone's home.
All good, job done. Paperwork in the box. Everyone's happy.
For Joey Greenwich, it's another day, another wild ride.
Bad patch here, I've just lost Robbie. Fog might be getting a bit thicker.
Yogi's bid to pick up a bonus job has been hit by fog.
Vision at 250 metres, if it's less than that, you've got to pull up. So if a car sees a pilot and we're in fog, they've got to realise that I'm here as well.
If he has to pull up and wait for the weather to clear, Yogi's race will be over. Finally, the fog begins to lift. But then Yogi spots yet another concern.
Got a bit of movement in this bin for some reason, which is just kind of stressing me out a little bit. We're dealing with rubber tyre machines. Worst case scenario is it bounce off.
No matter how tempting the extra work may be, Yogi's got no choice but to pull up.
Another loose chain again. It's the second time I've carted this machine that didn't move the other day.
It's one delay too many.
There's my competition.
One of Yogi's rivals passes him with an empty truck. He'll win the extra job. A precious chance at extra cash is gone. After pushing so hard, it's a body blow. His trailer problems have made the first 3 months of Kendall trucking some of the toughest of Yogi's life.
That trailer makes me the money. That trailer is everything I've invested into the business of Kendall trucking, you know. It's just torn me in half. We've lost freight, lost income. At the moment, $2,000 to me is worth about $20,000, you know, just for the start-up of the business.
At last, there's some good news. Yogi's reached the farm shell. After all his struggles, it doesn't take long to put the big smile back on the Big Bear.
All right.
It's been one of the biggest weeks in Yogi's life.
Nobody talk too loud.
He's moved $2 million worth of massive machines
Key off.
over 1,500 kilometres and battled with a high-maintenance trailer. But throughout it all, he's kept the most important people in a trucker's life happy.
We're done.
His clients.
We've got happy customers. I've got the phone ringing.
And his family.
Here we are.
Back in the mud, Russell McDonough is on his last throw of the dice to save his crusher.
About time.
I'm ecstatic. That's a big step. We've been taking little steps, little steps, little steps. We just took one big one.
Next, Russell backs a heavy-duty trailer underneath the crusher, ready for one final effort at pulling it out. After everything he's been through, it's one of the biggest moments of his career.
This is it. We're going to get this crusher out.
She's out. She's been out.
Oh, unreal. That is such a relief to have that thing out. Yeah. Been a long time down in that hole there.
In 20 years of Outback trucking, he's never faced anything like it. But under huge financial pressure, Russell McDonough has battled his way out of hell. Finally, the Outback veteran can do what he does best: crush cars. A whole lot of them.